Head coach of Hoban, Nate Moore, head coach of Massillon. You'll hear from both of them today on the Kenny and JT Show as they'll play Friday night in the state semifinals. Steve Hellwagon from Bucknuts.com to preview Ohio State and Michigan. And Chris Van Dyne, our professional handicapper, going to give you a few tips on those Thursday games, gobble gobble, as well as those Saturday and Sunday games. All that today.
It's the Kenny and JT Show, weekdays between 3 and 7 on WHBC.
Live from the WHBC Broadcast Center. Find out more about area businesses, agencies, and events.
It's what's going on right now.
This is Spotlight.
And good morning, everyone. It is a Wednesday morning. That means time for Spotlight this morning. And don't forget, you can obviously listen to us on the radio, as many of you are right now, but you can also watch us live on Facebook, and you can watch us live on our YouTube channel. Just go to WHBC, 1480 WHBC, search it on YouTube. You'll find us. Same thing with Facebook as well. Very excited to have these young ladies with me this morning. We're going to be talking about the Canton Regency, and I have with me today Ashley Abrig and Abby Jackson. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Look at your backdrop there.
Are you ready?
Beautiful. Yeah, I love it. I love that. So for folks who are watching on Facebook or YouTube, describe what that is that they're seeing.
Well, hello. Good morning, friend. How are you?
I'm great. Glad to have you.
So what you see behind us is our independent living. We have 3 floors of independent living. We have 92 apartments. And actually, these are just independent apartments that are located within a structure. It gives opportunity to the aging adults to live in a community with their peers. But they can come and go as they please. But look how gorgeous that is.
It is. It's beautiful. It looks like a, vacation, like,
Well, listen, if you go to go ahead. Yeah, like the Love Boat. If you go to the Love Boat. If you go to the top floor and you look down, it looks like a yacht, like a cruise.
Like a cruise ship. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Wow, that's awesome. I love that. I love that thought too. That's a great feeling. So first of all, Ashley, introduce yourself. Tell our listeners a little bit about yourself and what you do at Canton Regency.
Okay. So my name is Ashley, and I am the Director of Sales and Marketing. I met Pam in 14, 15, because I used to work at the Canton Regency as sales and marketing. I was the Lone Ranger there initially, but then I left and came back, and we have new owners now. They, Sona Senior Health bought us in February. So they have a lot of big plans, make us bigger, better programming. And we were able to bring on some more salespeople. So now I'm no longer the Lone Ranger, which is amazing. But yeah, I'm just here. Although I am the Director of Sales and Marketing, we're just a team of sales girls, really just cohorts together. I feel like by title, I'm like the director, but really I'm just a coworker. You know how I am. I'm just like, let's work together to get it done. So that's who I am. Came back, thrilled to be back. I love the senior community. They are a breath of fresh air, and boy, they don't mince any words. So that's what I love about it. So, yeah.
Because they don't have to, right?
Yeah, they don't have to. They've earned the right not to anymore.
That's what my mom always says.
Yeah.
And Abby, tell us a little bit about you.
So I have worked beside Ashley in the past for years. And this opportunity came about, and she called me. So I jumped on it with both feet as hard as I could. And I'm the sales manager, but I form relationships with the doctor's offices, the hospital. I'm basically the hospital clinical liaison. I'm the bridge between our clinical team and outside resources in order to make the transition of moving someone's loved in as seamless as possible.
Okay. Now, Ashley, maybe describe a little bit about Canton Regency, what you guys have to offer, because there's a lot of different options there for sure.
Right. So we have independent, assisted, and memory care. So what we like to do is it's basically like aging in place, right? So you move, let's say, I'll use my mom, for example. She's 72, really doesn't need senior living, but maybe as people age, COVID really started this. They start to isolate, right? So they're missing the social aspect of it. So they move into independent living. You can have a car, you can come and go as you please. However, you can eat in our dining room like a restaurant. You can have exercise right outside your door. You can have activities and social time such as happy hour and live entertainment. But then as you start to decline cognitively, maybe you need help with your medication, or maybe you're a little bit unstable on your feet. That's when you go to assisted living. Assisted living has nursing and aid work. And then if, God willing, but if you do happen to have to suffer from a diagnosis of dementia or Alzheimer's, we have a secured memory care unit. And what that does is help people still have a purpose and still live a high quality of life, but in a safe environment and with those kinds of people who are skilled for that. So.
Yeah, and I think that makes it an easy choice for people, because once you're in a place, and I think it's like that for all of us, once you're in a place, you really kind of want to stay there, right?
Yeah, and let me tell you this is one of the many things I'm proud of here. It is very hard, and I'm sure Abby can attest to this. When people move in here, we are private pay. So there's a certain lifestyle that is here. However, money does not always last forever. So it's very, very hard to find places that will allow you to stay and use Medicaid benefits. And we are one of those places. If you move in here and you live and pay privately between 18 and 24 months, we have a certain amount of Medicaid apartments that are Medicaid waiver approved that you can just move into and still live this lifestyle. So that's really great. And I'm proud that we offer that.
Yeah, that's something I haven't heard before. And I think that's probably very, very important to a lot of people, because really, number one is, how am I going to afford a situation like this?
Abby talks to people every day, and she has to talk them through the whole entire process. And she's the one, like I said, she's the one that's out and about and talking. I'm out too.
I'm the road dog.
She's the road dog, we call her. She's always out, but she's the one that's, dealing with the people at the hospital, the skilled nursing facilities, and she can tell you it's a question every single day.
Yeah. Abby, talk about that process. Maybe that would be something people who are listening would like to hear.
So, obviously, monies is a hot topic with anybody, whether you have buckets of it or you're scraping and just trying to plan the best future for your mom or your grandmother. So that's kind of something we can kind of gauge right off the rip. And it's important for them to know it's hard enough to get them out of their home to begin with, let alone what happens when mom's money runs out. Well, here's what's great about it. Let me show you this amazing apartment with a great view that she can stay in. She can literally age in place. It's hard enough, again, to keep moving your loved one. It doesn't behoove anybody. So for them to feel safe and secure, and they're going to have their same peers, they're going to have their same nursing staff, the people that have welcomed them into this community and made them feel comfortable, knowing that they can age in place here is a huge burden lifted off of those that are forced sometimes to place a loved one that doesn't necessarily want to leave their home. So again, we just try to make it, we're as transparent as we can be here at the Canton Regency. And we have an amazing clinical staff here. We have doctors that come in. They can literally live here and not have to leave the community for services that they might need. So it's just important for our families and our loved ones to know that they can move in here with the peace of mind that they may never have to go anywhere again.
And there's options for them too, right? Floor plan wise and all that kind of
Absolutely.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we have studio, 1 bedroom and 2 bedrooms. And, honestly, and I think I talked about this years ago with you, Pam, when people are moving their parents in, you hear a lot of, I'm spending the night there, I'm taking care of them. They move them in here. It's now quality. They're spending quality time with their loved one because they know they're eating, they're getting their medications, how they're supposed to be dispensed. And I think that's the major thing. And we have a lot of people that they come in as a married couple, maybe one of them pass away, they can go to a 1 bedroom, a studio. But yeah, there's so many options. And here's the deal. We have 230 apartments. This place is massive.
Yeah.
So they may be moving from a house, but they're moving into a massive place with 17 living rooms. Like they can sit anywhere with multiple fireplaces anywhere they want. So it's pretty amazing here.
Yeah. So talk about the location.
And the siblings go back to being, that's my mom versus a caregiver. Caregiver burnout is a real thing.
Oh yeah.
It really is. So I guess it's great to come and hang out with your mom and not have to worry about, oh my gosh, I got to do her laundry. I have to go to the grocery store for her. that gets to be your mom again. So
Yeah.
caregiver burnout, man, it's a real life.
It's a real thing.
Yeah, for sure.
It sure is. I understand that 100%. And, people are always looking for a place that's comfortable. And I think that's, the biggest thing when you walk into Canton Regency. Don't you feel like people feel comfortable when they're there?
Oh yeah. Like here's the deal. I'm as transparent as a person. If you've ever met me, you know me. I'm not going to lie to you. And I want people to know that the culture here is real. If I say hi to you to another coworker on a Tuesday and I don't have a tour, I'm going to say hi to you on a Tuesday when I have a tour. That's really important for us to be as authentic and as organic as we can. But I want people to know that I don't have to sell this building. And I'll tell you this real quick. It's the cutest little story. We were doing a tour, Abby and I, and we had
it was my second day.
Was Abby's second day.
My second day.
And we're doing a tour, and we had a resident that was not happy moving here. Her kids moved her here. She was not happy. So she comes up to stop and talk to our tour, and we both look at each other and we're like, oh no, because I had told her about this resident. She came in and she was talking about how she didn't like it here and she didn't want to be here. And I didn't even hang up my drapes for 2 months. I was so mad at my children. And then she paused and little Mary Grace said, it's my favorite place in the world. And I'm so happy I came here.
Oh,
so
wow.
now she's our biggest advocate.
Yeah.
We look for her when we're on a tour because
Yeah.
she sells it. She should actually work. I said, I need a volunteer in our sales office and she needs to be her because she is. She's like 4'10" little lady. Her name is Mary Grace and she's the best. So yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's important. That's very important.
Yeah.
All right. We are going to take our first break.
Okay.
And when we come back, we'll talk about some of the activities that you guys have. I know there's so much more for us to add. Again, we're chatting about the Canton Regency this morning. And if you would like to watch us on Facebook, you can do that right now. We are live on Facebook and also on our YouTube channel. And we'd love for you to join us there. And Spotlight will continue after this.
Remain unbeaten and they remain undefeated.
It's going to be, a wild environment, and that's why you come to Ohio State.
It's the greatest rivalry in college football.
Oh, you Wolverines, we are going to pound it down your throat.
Join us Saturday as Ohio State hosts Michigan. We'll be on the air with the AEP Energy Buckeye pregame show beginning at 10:30 a.m.
On your home of the Buckeyes, 1480 WHBC Sports.
Your family deserves pure perfection. Soft, clean laundry, bright, shiny dishes, silky, soft water. With Ferndale Water experts, you can rest assured the water you give your family every day is pure perfection. Our family has been treating your family's water for over 60 years. For clean, clear, great-tasting water, contact Ferndale Water experts.
Tap into Ferndale's Water Center. Tap into Ferndale.
This is Doug Ute, Executive Director of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. High school coaches can be the biggest influence on kids having a positive experience in sports. Sports set the foundation for life lessons that remain long after playing days are over.
This is Gene Smith. Please join Life Sports at The Ohio State University and the Ohio High School Athletic Association as we partner with the Susan Crown Exchange on its Million Coaches Challenge. Get involved and learn more at go.osu.edu/CoachBeyond.
Ohio is our home, and it's full of family we're proud to care for. With more than 200 locations, Cleveland Clinic is growing to bring world-class care to your community. From Canton to Avon, and coming soon to Mentor. Whether it's sniffles and sneezes, or something more serious, big or small, we're always near you. For every care in the world. Schedule your care today at clevelandclinic.org/access.
Hi, this is Jim Snyder of the Your Wealth, Your Retirement Program, a financial education show for those seeking guidance. Are you retiring soon? Are you in the middle of changing jobs? Maybe you're just done with all of that risk in the 401k plan and you'd like to have a discussion about an early rollout. Maybe you're 70 and a half and you're in your income phase of your IRA. We can help you with all those. Give us a call at Senior Financial Group at 800-639-0824. That's 800-639-0824.
Hi, I'm Jim Casey of Casey's Furniture, inviting you to save during the FlexSteel Black Friday sales event. Save an extra 10% off our everyday low discount prices on select FlexSteel reclining and stationary sofas, love seats, sectionals, and chairs. Select from a variety of styles and FlexSteel's best-selling fabrics. Browse through our FlexSteel gallery. Sit down, relax, and feel the comfort and quality of FlexSteel furniture. At Casey's, you'll find knowledgeable, friendly salespeople to help you. Casey's also has free delivery within 50 miles. Don't miss this Black Friday sale and save an extra 10% on quality FlexSteel furniture. Casey's Furniture, 7170 Portage Street, 2.8 miles west of I-77 at exit 111, the Strip exit in Jackson Township. Hurry, this 10% off sale ends November 30th at Casey's Furniture. Visit us at caseysfurniture.com.
What's the best product I bought this year? Oh, that's easy. Salon Pas pain relieving patches. The proven medicines in Salon Pas patches reduce my pain and let me do the things I need to do every day.
In a recent clinical study, patients using Salon Pas reported improved sleep, mood, and the ability to work. They had less pain and were able to reduce their use of oral pain medications.
For pain, I use Salon Pas. It's good medicine.
Yellowstone, television's #1 show, is back on Paramount Network.
I, John Dutton, do solemnly swear to uphold the Constitution of the state of Montana against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Featuring an all-star cast led by Academy Award winner Kevin Costner.
The invasion is over.
They will fight you dirty.
Is there any other way?
As the Dutton family fights to protect their legacy, they'll learn power has a price.
Signing this is a declaration of war.
We're already at war.
Yellowstone. New episodes Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern, exclusively on Paramount Network. Now back to Spotlight on 1480 WHBC.
And welcome back to Spotlight on this Wednesday morning. I'm Pam Cook with you this morning. And again, we are live on Facebook right now. We are live on our YouTube channel and, of course, live on the radio. So if you want to check us out at any of those locations, we'd love for you to do that. And we have been talking about the Canton Regency. I have Ashley and Abby with me this morning, and we've been just discussing all the wonderful things that they have at the Canton Regency, except we didn't talk about the location, guys. I failed to ask you where you're located.
All right. So we're at 4515 22nd Street, Canton, 44708. We are just south of Dutch Girl Cleaners and London Square Apartments. If you know where Miracle Plumbing and Dr. Trieber is on 22nd and Whipple, we're right down that road, down into like a little valley in the 3-story brick building.
Wow. And a beautiful place, I might add. It's just such a wonderful place. Talk about, one of the other things people always ask about is food. Food's a big part of our life. And I saw the pictures on your website. The food looks fantastic.
So here's the thing. We changed ownership in February. So there's a lot of changes coming. Morrison is a group that just started in our kitchen November 1st. So this is a big deal. So what they're doing every single day is plating the lunch and dinners, sort of like, I feel like one of the hospitals do that locally, but the residents can come in and see what it's going to look like. The food is great. They get breakfast, lunch, and dinner, especially in independent, assisted, and memory. Independent, you can choose what plan you want. So maybe they like to still cook in their apartment, but they can choose whatever they want. But we have an always ready menu. Like literally they can get onion rings and French fries and a chicken sandwich, a cheeseburger. What else can you get? A salad, a fruit plate, pizza. Yep. There's all kinds of things you can get. We really try
we also have an ice cream bar. That's
I forgot about
that Sunday, the brand new ice cream Sunday bar.
We have a Sunday bar. You can get ice cream every day. And side note for the diabetics, we have sugar-free ice cream too.
That's all I would eat. I'd eat ice cream every day.
Listen, do I look like I'm starving, girl? It's hard working here. It's hard. It's hard. And then you know what is a really great thing that the Canton Regency does for their employees? Every day you can sign up and every employee can have their free meal, which I think is amazing. So they sign up by 1:00 for the day shift and they get in and they get 2 options, just like our residents, and the always ready menu, and they sign their name and you get to get it for free. And I think it's just a nice little give back to let our employees know that we recognize them and we appreciate them.
Their hard work.
Because you know what? Let's all be real. The last 2 years have been rough.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah.
Now, when it comes to, you were talking about the meal plans and, independent living, you pick your own or whatever. But so for the assisted living and memory care, then there's more of a structured thing.
Right. So it's all inclusive. Yeah. So levels of care, no matter where you live in assisted living or memory care, or whatever your level of care is in assisted living, you get breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Everyone eats in a beautiful dining room, unless you are sick or contagious, the flu, COVID, whatever, you're going to eat in your apartment. But we encourage everyone to eat in our dining rooms. Memory care, we have 2 floors. We have 36 apartments in memory care. Our residents eat together as a family. And in fact, our aides are encouraged to eat with our residents, because a lot of times, people who suffer from Alzheimer's, dementia, Parkinson's, they have a hard time eating. Their body doesn't remember to eat anymore. So a lot of times engaging with them and our aides eating with them will help them continue on with that, I guess, routine, although it is sometimes super hard.
Yeah. Now, what about if they have family members they want, say it's a birthday or like for the holidays, the families come over and visit too?
Absolutely. So we just had a family throw a surprise birthday party for one of our residents in independent living. There's so many community spots here within our community that you can, I don't even want to say rent out. Just let us know that you want it and we'll make sure it's available for you. So it was fun. He was super surprised. He had no idea it was happening. And they were pretty slick. They did it the day after. So we were all in on it. So it was a good time. But we also, even because food is, you know, a hot topic for even for me, you know.
Yeah.
We want to go to a restaurant that is terrible. So we offer even our tours, come in, have a meal, have dinner, have lunch, is part of the experience, is part of a day in the life. And they get to choose, and they'll sit down with one of our residents that already live here, and which is amazing. And they advocate for us, not that they're on our payroll, but they love it here so much that they help kind of prepare like a day in the life.
Yeah, I would agree. So even if you're coming in for a tour, I invite you to come in and have lunch. Like, I'm comfortable with that. I can leave you in the dining room and have you chit chat with the people that are living here right now. But if you live here, and let's say my grandma lived here, we invite the family. We want you to come. We want you to be here. We want you to be present with them. We want you to spend time with them. And that means you can come for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And I'm totally okay with that. I mean, everyone loves that.
Come for happy hour too.
I was just going to ask you about happy hour. Tell me about happy hour.
So here's the deal. With our new ownership, we have now switched to 2 days a week. Well, 2 days a week for happy hour. We have it. There is a department-led happy hour. It's an abbreviated happy hour. It's done down in our pub. You can have alcohol or non-alcoholic drinks. It's about being cohesive as a community and talking and learning about each other. Because let's face it, I don't care how old you are, you still long to have companionship and friendship. And then on Fridays, we have live entertainment. And from 2 to 3, we have appetizers, alcohol and non-alcoholic. Because I will tell you, you might not be able to walk with your feet, but you still can drink, and they love to do that. So it's a lot of fun. We do have a limit, and we obviously monitor health-wise and medical needs. But yeah, for sure. It's
awesome.
We have Elvis.
Social, right?
One of our security guys is Elvis. It's amazing.
He's Elvis?
Yeah, one of Walt Peters. He is an Elvis, and let me tell you, we bring him in on like a cart, and ladies go nuts. It is so fun.
That's fun. That's very fun. Very fun. All right, we have to take our break for the news right now, which we will do. We'll be back. We're going to talk more with Ashley and Abby about Canton Regency, 22nd Street Northwest in Canton, and so many good things happening there. Stay tuned for more right here on Spotlight on 1480 WHBC.
At Simply Safe Home Security, we know in an emergency, the clock is ticking. So we designed an advanced security system powered by live 24/7 professional monitoring agents who use Fast Protect technology exclusively from Simply Safe to capture video evidence and verify a threat. Then alert police so you can get higher priority dispatch. Right now, get 40% off any new system. Visit simplysafe.com/holiday to save big today. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
ARE in Maslin and Mount Eaton needs your talent. We are now offering positions starting at over $22 an hour, and I am confident you'll find a career path ideal for you. Learn more and apply by visiting 4are.com. That is the number 4are.com.
Hey, Dak Prescott here. Why do I choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because better sleep elevates my game. My Sleep Number 360 smart bed helps me fall asleep faster, keeps me cool, and effortlessly adjusts for my best sleep. That's more focus, more edge, and more highlights. And that means more wins for all of us.
Save 50% on the Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed plus special financing, only for a limited time. Sleep Number, the official sleep and wellness partner of the NFL. Special financing subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
This January, Omni and Spectrum Orthopedics are changing the landscape of local orthopedic excellence. We're joining practices to become Ortho United. Same doctors at the same campuses, one united group. Ortho United. Better together. Better for our communities.
Medicine Center pharmacies have been serving our local community for over 40 years. Our customers know they can count on our pharmacy staff, save money, and trust us. Stop by any of our Medicine Center pharmacy locations in Canton, Louisville, Minerva, and New Philadelphia, or visit us online at medshoprx.com.
Your family deserves pure perfection. With Verndale Water Experts, you can rest assured the water you give your family every day is pure perfection. Our family has been treating your family's water for over 60 years. For clean, clear, great-tasting water, contact Verndale Water Experts.
WHBC AM Canton, reliable as ever on News Talk 1480 WHBC.
From the News Talk 1480 WHBC newsroom, an Ohio man is being awarded a $45 million settlement for being wrongfully convicted on rape and kidnapping charges. Dean Gillespie was convicted in Montgomery County in 1991 and served over 20 years behind bars. A federal jury has since determined that Gillespie was not only wrongfully imprisoned, but that former Detective Scott Moore hid evidence that would have supported his defense. There has never been any physical evidence that tied Gillespie to the crime. Cleveland police, the Cleveland Browns, and the NFL launching an investigation into who have damaged the field inside First Energy Stadium ahead of Sunday's game against Tampa Bay. At some point, someone broke into the stadium and drove a vehicle onto the grass playing surface, causing some superficial damage. Footage from the sky shows that there are looping tire tracks spanning half the field. The White House is extending the student loan repayment pause. President Joe Biden said in a video posted on Twitter yesterday, he's confident in his student debt relief plan, despite Republican officials trying to block it. So Education Secretary Miguel Cardona pushing the pause to June 30th instead of the start of the new year to give them more time to work it through the courts. The Cleveland Cavaliers host Portland tonight. 6:30 is the pregame. 7 o'clock, the tip-off, right here on 1480 WHBC. I'm Pam Cook.
Your severe weather station, News Talk 1480 WHBC.
Here's your AccuWeather forecast. Sunshine, good travel day today. High 55, clear to partly cloudy tonight, low 32. Thanksgiving Day, partly sunny. The high tomorrow, 58. Clouds and showers late tomorrow night, low 44. Cloudy Friday, cooler. Couple of showers in the area. The daytime high, 50. Some sun, then turning cloudy for Saturday. The high Saturday afternoon at 51. Check AccuWeather.com often and download the app today. I'm Steve Williams for News Talk 1480 WHBC.
Looking for a holiday party idea? Check this out. The Doubletree Downtown Canton is hosting the first Jingle Mingle holiday party, where you bring your staff, group, or organization to the Doubletree. They do all the work. There'll be a cash bar, food, DJ, dancing, desserts, and prize drawings. Individuals or groups make your reservation today. The Jingle Mingle is Thursday, December 15th from 5:30 to 9 p.m. For more information, look for the Jingle Mingle at HOFvillage.com. That's HOFvillage.com, or simply call 330-471-8000.
Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore.
That's right, Elsa. We shouldn't hold it back anymore because Frozen Junior is coming to North Canton.
Yes, Anna. The North Canton Playhouse Youth are presenting Frozen Junior December 2nd through 10th. Tickets are $15 and are on sale now at northcantonplayhouse.com.
Come see Frozen Junior at the North Canton Playhouse. Hey, Elsa.
Do you want to build a snowman? Oh, Anna.
This is Robert Ball from Henry B. Ball Jewelers. For over 107 years, we have been creating holiday memories in the Akron and Canton areas by providing our customers with the finest quality jewelry, fine Swiss watches, exceptional natural color gemstones, and impeccable customer service. This holiday, we're very excited to present our newest collections of engagement ring designs from traditional, vintage, and halo designs. In addition to one of the area's largest selections of engagement rings is our tremendous selection of both natural and lab-grown diamonds, ethically sourced from around the world. Plus, we're now offering 12 months interest-free financing. We invite you to stop by our newly remodeled showroom with the latest in technology and equipment, only at Henry B. Ball Jewelers. Nothing captures her heart more than a gift from Henry B. Ball Jewelers. Henry B. Ball Jewelers in Canton on Dressler Road across from the Holiday Inn. Henry B. Ball Jewelers, the engagement ring leader.
Now back to Spotlight on 1480 WHBC.
And welcome back to Spotlight on 1480 WHBC. Again, if you are interested, you can find this video. It will live on YouTube and also on our Facebook page. All you have to do is search 1480 WHBC. And you can find it. If you want to share it, you can do that too. We'd love for you to do that. We've been talking this morning about Canton Regency. Ashley Abreg and Abby Jackson with me this morning. The address is 4515 22nd Street Northwest in Canton. And look, if you're watching the beautiful cruise ship-like setting that they are
the love
in.
boat. The love boat.
Honest to gosh, it does. It absolutely looks like a cruise ship. That's pretty cool. I love that fact. And we've been talking about a lot of different things. We talked about happy hour, but I also want to talk about some of the activities and things that you guys have that you offer for residents and for other folks as well.
Yeah, sure. So I want to first do a shout out to Ariana, and she is our activities director. She adds a lot of zest in life. She's a young 23-year-old, but very mature director. So she has a lot of I don't want to say millennial because I could be her mother, but she's very creative and very inventful, and we love her, and the residents love her. So I just want to give a shout out to her because she went to Mount Union, so go Raiders. But yeah, she's a fantastic girl. We love her very much. But activities. So first of all, we have a movie theater. So every Saturday we have a resident who leads. They have a group of residents. It's resident-led movie hour. They do popcorn, and then they can go up on the third floor and watch a movie, which is awesome. She puts it out every Monday or Tuesday so people know. And some are great and some are bad. And she gets Karen, one of our residents. She knows which ones not to watch again. But so we have movie night. Every day we have exercise. And I'm going to let Abby talk about Aegis. Aegis is our therapy and our activities group. She's going to talk about that, and then she can throw it back to me about all the other community things we do for activities.
Okay, yeah, that's great.
From a clinical standpoint, I've never known a company other than this one to do this, and it's a fabulous idea. So we use Aegis, and we have PT, OT, and speech. And so they are all also with our activities department as well. So what's cool about that is each of our activities assistants, I guess you would call them, have some sort of therapy background. So as they're doing different activities and watching our residents every single day, they're able to see any kind of maybe a decline, maybe cognitively, or, Mrs. Smith, she's really shuffling her gait anymore. And then they refer to their therapy department, and our director, Michelle, goes and runs their insurance. We do all of that. The families don't have to worry about any of that here, and pick them up under therapy services. So that's kind of a little bit of a niche that we have here, is all of our activities, people have some sort of a therapy background so that we can pick up on those little changes. So again, we can continue to help our residents age in place.
Yeah, that's something I haven't heard before. And I
hadn't either. And it's a great concept.
Yeah. So they work cohesively together. So it's
Mhm.
amazing, right? We see an increase in someone's ability. We see a decrease. We immediately can work together. We have a stand-up meeting every day at 9:30. They can talk about that, but it's great. And they're located here, right in our building.
They don't have to go anywhere even if they're considered outpatient, they still don't have to leave this community. We can do all of that here.
Wow.
We do amazing things here, don't we? I just love it.
I think we do.
Love it here.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. You just talked about food, and I'll real quickly say this. We do a thing called Fun in the Kitchen. We do Fun in the Kitchen in independent. We do Fun in the Kitchen in assisted. We do Fun in the Kitchen in memory care. So basically what happens is we get a group of residents that want to do it, and our activities lead that. They make some kind of meal or a dip or on Monday, they made Oreo truffles. And then they get to eat it together and engage together. And it's amazing. It gives them a purpose because maybe their dexterity isn't great and they need a little bit of help, but they still like to eat and they still like to taste great food, right? So we do that. We do bus trips. We go to the casino. Gervasi, Mays Valley. We go to Mark's and Aldi's and Fresh Time and Marshall's and the Strip and the mall. We have a lady, she likes to go to Chico's. So she goes to the mall. So, you know, I will tell you that I am extremely proud of our activities. I'm extremely proud in the ability that we have to take our residents out and still engage in the community. When the weather's great, we take them to Jackson Park. They walk around. They can sit in the gazebo. We have a huge environment out front. We have a lot of parties out front. So yeah, I mean, we have Wii bowling. We do Wii bowling.
Yeah.
We have Jeopardy and Megamind and trying to keep their minds going. Yeah, I love it. And it is every single day. We have a board out front every single day. Our residents get something like this. It's this big and they get it monthly. And then, so they can put it on their fridge. And then we put a sign out every day to remind them, because although you may be in independent living, I at 45 forget a lot of things.
That's our TV channel.
Yeah, and we also have a TV channel.
Mm-hmm.
So
no kidding. Oh wow, that's great. That's great. Well, and you know, you talked earlier last half hour when we first started. You talked about the isolation factor for some people. And, you know, and that can be devastating. That can cause a bigger decline. Doctors will tell you. So the fact that you guys have all of these things to offer, and I would imagine that you can keep as busy as you want to be, kind of like when you're on a cruise, you can participate in as much as you want, right?
Yeah, I think that Abby and I, that's one of our selling points. Here's the deal. I will get someone that comes in and says, my mom does not talk to anyone. She does not like anyone. And I promise you, she's the one that's leading the groups. So here's the problem, or here's what's going on. We had a mother and a son that moved in, and she is not very social. She's the sweetest lady in the world, but she is sort of like an introvert. Her son is very social. And he needed that because there's an age gap, a generation gap.
Mm-hmm.
So she's older. She's in the upwards of 80 and he's in the upwards of 60. He has some disability, so he's here. But he engages in exercise and you've seen a new zest of life in him. And she is very thankful for that. But yeah, I mean, isolation is a terrible thing. Depression, anxiety is a real thing. And it doesn't stop as you age.
As you get older.
Right. And you need to be able to talk to people who are living in the same scenario that you are. I can tell someone every day at 92, I'm so happy to see you. I'm glad you're here, but I'm 45.
Yeah.
They want to talk to someone that knows exactly what they're going through. The loss of a spouse, the loss of a child, a grown child. You know, we just had a resident that lost a grown child. So I don't know what that's like. Well, we have other residents that can talk to them. You know, I know that we spoke about this and I told you we were going to talk about it, but we have a bereavement group that comes in monthly. It's Mercy Medical Center, Home Health and Hospice. It's led by Doug Gregory. They just they don't have to pay anything, but they use one of our spaces and the community comes in and it gives them time to actually engage together. It's a women's group to talk about the loss of a spouse. And it's amazing.
And it's grown. It used to be held in our private dining room.
Which is like 10 seats.
Yeah, and it's gotten so big that we actually have to put them in one of our common areas. And I did notice this last time some of our residents went down.
Our residents went down and it was pretty awesome.
It was great. It's whatever we can do inside of our community to help our community, we're all about.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think obviously offering them the fun things, but also the more serious things. I mean, we all deal with that stuff, you know?
Yeah. Like we have a guys group that meets at, one of our activities aides, Joey, he's a very sweet kid. We love him very much. He leads the all men's group. Mm-hmm. And, you know, sometimes they have 2 people, sometimes they have 10 people. It's just dependent on that day, how people are feeling mental, like, are they strong enough that day? Do they feel like they want to engage with someone else? But it's been really helpful for some people. And I think they have a sense of community and a sense of support because let's be real. We all know that these people are living here solo. Their kids live maybe in another state. And although they're not alone, they feel alone.
Yeah.
And being alone is a real thing. You can be surrounded by a ton of people and still feel alone. So you need to have that support.
We've been hosted not just for our senior population, but we just hosted a young women's group that a pregnancy support group.
Oh yeah.
That helps,
right across the street.
Right across the street. They reached out to us. We have this huge group of people coming and nowhere to go. We said, well, come on over.
Just use our room
across the street. We got you.
They used our movie theater. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, before we take our final break, give folks a way to contact you, whether it be website or phone number, that kind of stuff.
Sure. So you can go to cantonregency.com. That's what our website has always been. We've been here since 1987. So the internet wasn't there, but we're all here. Our phone number is 330-477-7664. I'm Ashley. This is Abby. Stephanie, I want to give a huge shout out to Stephanie. She's our other sales girl. She's holding down the fort for us. I asked her if she wanted to come and she was like, no, that's okay. So she's holding down the fort in our office. But yeah, you can reach Ashley, Stephanie, or Abby, and we're happy to, you can come in, do a tour, join a happy hour, play a bingo, whatever you want to do.
Yeah. How important is the tour? I mean, obviously that's probably, you get a certain impression by what we're saying right now, but tour is important.
I think,
and we offer virtual tours as well, FaceTime. We do that a lot for folks that are out of town. So yeah, I mean, we invite you to come in at any time and just see what we're about. We're the same all the time. So,
and the way I look at it is, look, during COVID, we all had to do delivery and takeout.
Yeah.
We all like to go to a restaurant and sit down and engage in the culture, right? So you're not going to go somewhere and order food unless you've been there or actually know the people that work there. And that's the same thing here. I want you to come in. I want you to see how the culture is. I want you to see the flow and how people live and work together. And I think it's great.
Something else too that's important about us, even if we're not the right fit for you, we are always a resource. We've been doing this business for a very long time, and we will help guide you in any way that we can. We'll never just leave you high and dry. We'll always try and find some sort of a solution for whatever situation you or your loved one is in. Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
we're not competitors. We're collaborators.
We're collaborators.
Very good. Very good. All right, we'll take our final break. We'll come back. We'll kind of wrap things up and do a little recap and to talk more about the Canton Regency here on Spotlight on 1480 WHBC.
Here at our Ohio Means Jobs Stark and Tuscarora centers, we have the resources you need to get connected with a job you'll love. Through our centers, we offer training programs, and after completing these programs, it opens the door to doubling or even tripling your salary. Some of our training programs include LPN, CDL driver, and welding, just to name a few. So if you're ready to follow your passion, you can visit our website at omjwork.com, call us, or stop by one of our centers for more information.
Have you been missing the soft voices of your grandchildren or missing out on dinner conversation when you're out with friends? End the frustration today. Hi, my name is Dr. Justin Garian, and I'm an audiologist and owner at Here Inc. We have been serving the Stark County area for over 20 years with offices in North Canton, Akron, and Berlin. So give us a call at 234-347-0155 or visit our website at heareinc.com. Here Inc. Join the conversation.
This is Mike Frazier, Senior Pastor at Canton Baptist Temple. I would like to personally invite you to worship with us at 10:15 this Sunday morning in our worship center located at 515 Whipple Avenue in Canton, Ohio. If you cannot be with us in person, please tune in to our broadcast right here on WHBC at 8:30 on Sunday mornings. For more information about our ministries, you can visit us at cantonbaptist.org. We look forward to meeting you soon.
COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too. If you feel symptoms, even if they're mild, you should test fast. Test positive and at high risk for severe COVID-19? Then act fast with authorized oral treatments that can be taken at home and must be taken within 5 days from when symptoms begin. COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too by asking your healthcare provider if an oral treatment is right for you. Learn about a treatment option at treatcv19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
Nothing says thank you better than a Bell Bucks gift card from Bell Stores.
Thank you for the morning coffee and donut.
Thank you for filling my tank.
Thank you for lunch.
For every $25 in Bell Bucks gift cards you buy, you'll earn 10 cents a gallon with Bell Buddy rewards. The more you buy, the more you save, and the more you hear.
Thank you.
Bell Stores, Ohio owned and keeping the family on full.
Now back to Spotlight on 1480 WHBC.
And welcome back to Spotlight on 1480 WHBC on this Wednesday morning before Thanksgiving. And we've been having a wonderful discussion about Canton Regency, 4515 22nd Street Northwest in Canton. And Ashley and Abby with me this morning. And so getting ready for Thanksgiving. What's it going to be like at Canton Regency for Thanksgiving?
Well, what we did was we celebrated last week and we invited people's families in, and we had 300 people.
Oh my gosh, no kidding.
And everyone stayed late. All of our teams, the upper management, even just aides, housekeeping and maintenance, they all stayed. And we served turkey and mashed potatoes and green bean casserole, rolls, salad, pumpkin. We served it to the families, invited the families in. Abby was on the line. I was the server because I had, years of serving experience, but we did it and it was amazing. So I think there's going to be more of an abbreviated celebration tomorrow because there are a lot of residents that will be leaving to go to their kids' houses. But yeah, I mean, we try, and then, but side note, we're having a Christmas gala and it's going to be enormous. We have Max, the piano player, and we have a violinist coming. It's a very uppity thing. Everybody dresses up and it's all based on our residents, solely for our residents.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
we all have to decorate next Monday. So we all have to set aside a couple hours and everybody's going to get a section and we decorate for our residents because it's huge.
Yeah. And I think that's, there you go. Again, another really important thing. It's involvement and, just making everybody feel as comfortable and enjoying life as they should.
Yes, I would agree. The one thing I forgot to mention is that we are pet friendly.
Oh, yes. That's important too.
We are dog and cat friendly.
We've had birds.
We've had some birds. I would prefer not a bird, but it's okay. We are pet friendly under the poundage of 25. They have to be vaccinated, not for COVID, but for everything else. Just kidding. Another thing we like to, I forgot to talk about, is we do free transport to doctors' offices. If they need transportation, we can do that for free for them. We just need to have 1 week notice. We put it on and we have 2 drivers that will take them. We have a bus and a car, so we can take them there. And I think that's it.
Well, let's kind of circle back to the beginning of the show, because for folks maybe who are just tuning in, explain a little bit about what Canton Regency offers.
Sure. We're independent, assisted, and memory care. We have 230 apartments, so we're relatively large. We have 92 independent, 102 assisted, and 36 memory care apartments, all private apartments. You don't share with anyone else. We have a very luscious activity schedule. We provide a really great living here. We want people to move here and feel like they're moving home, not just away. Our new tagline, since our new owners bought us, is something to look forward to. So every day we want them to look forward to something, whether or not on Mondays it's going to a church service for the Catholic people that we have here, or Sundays for the non-denominational or any other religion. Maybe it's activities, maybe it's happy hour. Maybe it's fun in the kitchen. I don't know. We just want them to look forward to. Maybe it's waking up every day and just being thankful they're here. I started here. I have like a real love for seniors. And I don't know if it's just because I was very, very close to my grandfather. I didn't really have any other grandparents and he lived to be 96. So I love it here. I really do.
Yeah.
I really love the people.
And that's evident, Ashley, as with you. I know you outside of that, and you're a very passionate person about the things that are important to you.
Well, I think, I think probably it's because I'm Italian and I'm a little coffee. But no, I am passionate. And when I feel really driven by things I love. It's important to me. And I feel like I couldn't imagine not loving my grandfather or never visiting him. And sometimes you see that and it's painful.
Yeah.
And so we try to be the family that they may not have coming in. And that's really important to us. But I love my people.
And Abby, tell us one more time also about the process. If somebody's listening right now and they're thinking, okay, what do I do? How do I make this happen?
Yeah, well, and we've gotten that phone call. I don't want your spiel. Do you have a place for my mother? Okay, so some people call in desperation. It's always great to know us before you need us, right? To be in that situation. We work very closely with, for instance, Altman Woodlawn. I'm there almost daily, and I go and I meet those families, and I'll take our director of nursing, Joe, who's amazing. He's great at what he does.
He should have his own apartment here.
He knows his people, and he says, those are my people inside and out. And we go doing that assessment, and we help the families. And they call me the road dog. I'm the one out chasing those orders and chasing those paperwork to make sure that we have everything to make that transition from hospital or even from home to here as seamless as possible. Another great thing about here is we help educate our residents and their families. God forbid, should somebody fall and need a short rehab stay. I help them walk them through that process too, finding a skilled nursing facility that can meet the needs of our residents. And then I follow them. I'll go visit them at a minimum weekly. Number one, to make sure that they know we didn't forget you, we love you, we have your apartment. And number two, I'm going to bring you back home. Yeah. I'm not going to leave. You're not stealing my resident. We want them back.
We want them back.
So, and just to help their clinical team too, because my background is in nursing. We will do whatever we can do to help make it as easy for everybody involved.
All right. Phone number and ways to contact and find out more.
All right. 330-477-7664. I'm Ashley. This is Abby. There's Stephanie in our office holding down the fort. I'm happy to have you call me, ask any questions, come in, stop in. You can stop in anytime. We're not here after 5, but if you call me, we can come in and meet you. Yep. And we're at cantonregency.com.
And it is 4515 22nd Street Northwest in Canton.
We forgot. On December 13th, we're having a craft show from 10 to 2. We forgot about that. It's open to the public. We invite you guys. We're going to have probably 20 plus vendors. Please come in. We're going to have hot chocolate and some yummy snacks. And great way to see Canton. And you can meet us.
Yeah, go meet Ashley.
Yeah,
go meet Abby.
You can meet Stephanie.
All right, very good. Well, thank you, ladies, for joining me today. I appreciate you coming on.
Hey, PM, we love you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, PM.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.